Well, the Greens have a new leader, but it won't surprise you to know it is still the same activist radical Greens, just with a new face. This dangerous brand just continues for another year. Queensland Senator Larissa Waters was elected unopposed for the role, and have a listen to her mission statement.
We stand firm always on social justice and human rights, whether that's First Nations justice, whether that's a free Palestine, whether that's peace and human rights globally. We will always be there calling out atrocities. I'm calling today for a progressive parliament and a politics with heart. That's what we desperately need. Let's meet people where they're at and let's actually work to deliver the services and the support that people need and that the planet needs. Now, we want to see action on the climate crisis.
Well, it's terrific. It's really, really terrific, isn't it? It really tells you everything you need to know about this party. And if that's the sentiment, it's clear that they have learnt nothing from Adam Bandt losing his seat and the poor results for the party in the federal election and, of course, the recent elections in Queensland and the ACT. As I said, it's the same Greens with a different face. Pro-Palestine, anti-Israel, anti-Australia, dangerous to the prosperity of this country, fuelled by climate alarmism, and run by a bunch of socialists. Now, if you don't know much about the new leader, well, this sums it up.
Liberals and the coal and gas industry are doing everything they can to slow down action on the climate crisis. They're spruiking nuclear, which, as we all know, would simply prolong coal and gas, and they're pouring time and money into undermining the transition to renewables. Right now, hard-working people are paying way too much for the basics, while 1 in 3 big corporations pays no tax at all. The major parties are tinkering around the edges of the problems that people face.
Yeah, good to know the future of the Greens is so secure. Now, look, I will say this, though. Larissa Waters is probably the better option out of Marine Faruqi and Sarah Hanson-Young. But that's just the issue, because Faruqi is staying on as deputy. Now, this is a woman who wants reparations for Pakistan, wears a keffiyeh on the Senate floor, and has proudly boasted anti-Israel sentiment.
The coalition is morally bankrupt when it comes to Palestine, and Labour has shown itself to be heartless, gutless cowards. Today, we bring the people's protest into Parliament. Free, free Palestine! The Albanese government has been complicit in the genocide in Gaza, and they have failed to take strong action against Israel's war crimes.
And does Hamas need to be dismantled?
Well, listen, the situation with Hamas is...
Surely you're able to say whether you'd like to see them gone.
I mean, it's not up to me to say who should be gone or not.
Yeah, and look, based on her comments today, it is a true relief that she was not elected leader.
Migrant and multicultural communities have, in the tens of thousands across Sydney, across Brisbane, across Melbourne, backed our strong stand against the genocide in Gaza. To the right-wing media, to the billionaires, to the big corporations, and to the Albanese government, this is our message. We are not going to take a step backwards on action on climate, on the environment, on housing, and for justice for Palestine.
Again, it's terrific, isn't it? I mean, is she the member for Gaza? Who does she want to be in the Australian Senate? Because clearly more anti-Israel sentiment is to come. She does not represent the values of our country. She certainly does not represent us as Australians who are actually proud of this country. She represents herself, her own activist causes, Palestine and Pakistan. Yet apparently she wants to be taken seriously.
Welcome to Positive Affirmations, Election Edition with me, Mehreen Faruqi. Now, let's relax. You are capable of achieving your goals. You radiate green, positive energy. You are always growing and learning, especially when university and TAFE is free.
Oh, don't know about you at home, but I'm really feeling that Marine Faruqi positive energy, feeling those vibes, feeling zen all of a sudden. It's really uplifted me for the evening. In fact, I really hope that you at home are really reaping those vibes of the deputy leader of the Greens party. Wonderful, wonderful. And look, this is a woman who could have been leader of the party today. I mean, this is the funniest part, because there were reports that former Greens Senator, now independent Lidia Thorpe, had been using a Greens First Nations faction to meddle in the minor party's leadership battle. The Australian Greens First Nations network agitated for Senator Marine Faruqi to be elected through widespread emails and a formal endorsement last week. In fact, one senior Greens source even told The Australian Lidia Thorpe wants back in the Greens. There's no secret in that. I mean, good grief. I mean, she's denied it today. Lidia Thorpe says she's not going back to the Greens, but can you imagine the craziness of Thorpe re-entering what is already clearly a very bizarre party? Now, Sarah Hanson-Young had been considered as the only other genuine alternative for leader, but as in this Sarah Hanson-Young.
On the eve of the election, have you sold out your environment credentials for a rotten, stinking extinction salmon? Extinction salmon.